Let me show you one of the most powerful ways to improve your IELTS writing score. After reading close to 10,000 essays, I've realized there is one skill holding so many students back, and it has nothing to do with their English level. So today I'll show you how to build this skill in 6 simple steps and boost your writing task 2 score using a sheet of paper and a couple of markers. Think of writing an IELTS essay like drawing a tree. The stronger the tree, the higher the band score. And what makes a tree truly strong? What's underground? The roots. In IELTS, the roots are your essay topic. And you need to read it very, very carefully. So here is our topic. Some people think that children should start school at a very early age, while others believe they should begin later. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. So everything you write must grow from this. If you don't focus on your topic enough and don't answer the question really clearly and fully, you're growing a different tree, not the one the examiner expects. What's most important after the roots? The trunk. A good tree is tall and straight. And that's what your position should be in an IELTS essay. Very clear and straightforward. The band descriptors, the official document that lists all the requirements and band scores, confirms that to get a high score, you must present a clear position throughout the response. And when the position is not clear or the examiner has to guess what your opinion is and it goes one way and then the other way, it's like a tree trunk leaning from side to side and no one's gonna give a high score to a wobbly tree. So let me show you what it means in practice. I'll read several statements, choose the one or the ones with a clear position about when children should start school. Position A. I believe children should begin school early so they can start learning as soon as possible. B. Both early and late school starting ages have strong points, so it's hard to say which is better. C. In my view, beginning school later helps children grow and learn better. What do you think? Let's start with B. It sounds thoughtful, but it avoids giving an opinion, and in IELTS that's a problem. So you must take a clear position and stick with it. A and C clearly express a personal opinion, just as the examiner wants to see. So A supports the first view and B supports the second view. It is possible to have a balanced view, and I teach my course students how to do it. But in most cases, I would just go with one or the other. Did you get it right? By the way, count how many questions you answer correctly today. Now that our trunk is solid, let's add some branches. In a discuss both views essay, we need to represent both sides equally. So we need to have branches on both sides. These branches are ideas supporting each view. And if one side is missing or underdeveloped, the tree is lopsided and your score will drop. So usually we need 2 or 3 ideas on each side. And here comes a very important part. These should be the right kind of branches for your tree. If you have an apple tree, don't try to fit a pine branch on it. It doesn't belong. And a pine branch is an irrelevant idea, an idea that doesn't help you answer the topic. The band descriptors say a high-scoring essay presents relevant main ideas. So let's test your ability to tell which ideas are truly relevant. A. Early schooling helps parents return to work. B. Starting school later helps children develop social skills through play. C. School uniforms help children behave better. So which of these ideas would you use? Well, A supports the view that early schooling can help working parents. It's not directly about the children's learning, but it's clearly linked to the decision of starting school early. That's a good idea. B supports the argument that children should start school later and directly answers the question. C makes a statement about school uniforms, but it doesn't help us decide if children should start school earlier or later. And that's exactly what the examiners mean when they say the ideas must be relevant. This one is not relevant. It's like that pine branch that doesn't belong to our apple tree. Now that you've chosen the right branches, it's time to grow them out. To get a high score in task response, you need to extend and support your ideas. And this means explaining them clearly, giving reasons, and showing how they connect to the question. So, let me show you several ideas, and you choose which ideas are well developed. A. Early schooling can teach discipline and routine as children get used to following rules and working in groups from an early age. This may help them behave better and focus more in the classroom. B. Children who start school early learn to read earlier, and reading is important for enjoying fantasy books and understanding fairy tales. C. A later start also means less stress from lessons and tests at an early age. By the age of 6 or 7, children are usually better prepared to listen, focus, and take part in school lessons. So, which idea or ideas is well developed? A makes a statement about discipline and explains that learning it early helps children focus more. This is a good explanation. In B, the idea is good. Children learn to read earlier. But why does it matter? So they can read fantasy books? Is it really a reason to start school earlier? A good idea goes into a narrow off-topic example, and it doesn't support the argument meaningfully. Be very careful about it. And C makes a point that older children have less stress from lessons and explains why. Because at 6 or 7 they're better prepared to listen and focus. A and C are both good options. Our apple tree is almost ready and it needs just one touch. The apples. The apples are the examples from your own knowledge and experience. They illustrate the ideas and support them. The key is to make sure that these examples really support the point and do it in the right way. A wrong example is like a banana on an apple tree. The examiner will notice it and may reduce your task response score. So let's see if you can tell good examples from bad examples. A. When my younger brother started school at age 4, he found it hard to sit still or concentrate. B. Research shows that 67% of children who start school at age 4 read better as adults than those who start school at 7. C. In my country, children begin school at age 7 and often outperform their peers from other countries in international rankings. Which examples would you use in your essay? Well, A is too personal. IELTS essays should stay more formal. So it's better not to mention your brothers and sisters and make the statement more general. Children who begin school at age 7 are often more focused and better able to participate in lessons. B gives a fake statistic, and today examiners don't see it as a strong point. But what if you've really read about this kind of research? Then just say, some research shows that children who start school at age 4 and so on. Remove the number and again turn it into a more general statement. And C is great as it is. It's clearly connected to the topic and it supports the main idea. Mentioning your country is fine. You could also say which country that is instead. In Finland and so on. Well, that's not exactly my country, but my country doesn't outperform in international rankings either. Whichever essay you're writing, always think about how strong your tree is. And the next step is to learn how to write a full essay that clearly answers the question. And I'm showing how I got a band 9 for task response in a real exam in this video here. By the way, how many questions did you get right today? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching me. Good luck with your preparation and your exam.